What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. Guava, guava, guava. I wanted this morning to be the first thing I say to you in 2026. I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. You know, I don't say it enough. I promise you, I don't say it enough. I'm so appreciative for all the support. Hey, my Renaissance grandma, Happy New Year, everybody. I can barely see y'all. Happy New Year. I said, you know, I'm coming out here and I want y'all to know, man, how wonderful life is, man. Me and Pup, I'm taking her for her daily moonwalk because she about to let out some moon rocks. But I wanted to tell y'all, man, Happy New Year and how wonderful life is, man. How wonderful life is. Listen, this goes to you whether you like me or you don't. Whether you like me or you don't, you can't stand me or it don't matter. Listen, hey, you know something? That's okay. Because one thing good about this country still, the thing that's still good about this country, I don't know how much longer it's gonna be that way, but for right now, you know what's dope? You can still hate me if you want to. And, and it's legal. You know what? You can still not like me if you want to, and it's perfectly legal. You can still love me if you want to, and it's perfectly legal. See, we woke up today in our new year, 2026, whether you believe in it or not, but we woke up today and we still got our freedom. And until somebody totally snatches that away, you better embrace that. Happy New Year. You better embrace your freedom. You better embrace the rights that we have left. You better protect your freedom. Protect the rights that we have left. And I'm not kidding. Protect them with all your might. Whether some stuff, listen, let me tell you something about me. I don't agree with everything if you haven't figured that out by now. I don't agree with different kinds of lifestyles. I don't agree with different kinds of opinions. I agree with facts because facts are facts. But I don't agree with the way everybody live. And a lot of people don't agree. A lot of people don't agree with the way I live. But you know something? I still fight for you not to live my way. I still fight for you and I still vote for you so you can live your way. Whether I agree with it or not. So we still have the right to be ourselves, to love ourselves, to love who we want to love. You still have the rules and the rights to do that. And I stand on it. I stand on business about that. And you know something? I love it. I love that part about us. I woke up today in 2026, and let me just tell you something. You see what's behind me? Me and my wife, before I went to bed, I told her this stuff. You see what's behind me? Man, I'm sitting on acres and acres and acres and acres of land, and it's mine. I bought land, and it belongs to me. Can't nobody come back here. Can't nobody do nothing in here. This road that you see here, I made that. It belongs to me. I did that. I didn't call a construction company. I didn't need any advice. I didn't need any permits to just go ahead and make me a little road because this land belongs to me. And while we're still free, you can own that too. See that? If you don't like, if you don't like the way the world, you know what? We're gonna go back the other way. We're gonna turn around. But I'm gonna tell you what, if you don't like the way this world is and you don't like the laws and the rules and the regulations and stuff, you can create your own world. You can create your own world. And that's what we're doing. But here's the thing about it. If you want to create your own, you got to put in some work. You can't wait for, listen. Are you trying to wait until the powers that be make it so you can have your own piece of freedom? Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. You trying to wait for the man to make sure to say, hey, we're gonna give you some land and you can be free, you can do what you want, you can raise your own livestock, grow your own food. Man, look. Come on, pup. Let's switch it around. Come on, because I want to show them something else too. Man, look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Just look, man. Man, that's mine, man. It's a mess. I still got to clean up this pile. It's a mess, but it's mine. And ain't nobody about to come over here telling me, oh, man, you can't do that. It belongs to me. This is still, we still have a little bit of freedom. The real question is, are you going to continue to let people take your freedoms away? Take away your opportunities? Take away your rights? Because here's another thing that you don't know. If you don't, come on, pup. If you don't fight for your rights right now, they can take them away. Because here's the thing about rights. Part of the rights is disowning this land thing. Okay? Being your own boss. Being an entrepreneur. Not sitting and doing stuff under somebody's rule and law. Man, those are your rights. Those are your rights. And if you keep on messing around and letting people take them, can y'all hear me? Okay? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Give me 2 thumbs up if you can hear me and see me. Cause I think I hit this mute button and I show, yes, good. I know I hit it for a second. I ain't never used it before. But listen, thank you everybody for that confirmation. Man, I'm just so in love. Listen, I woke up next to my wife on my land in Freedom Acres, and I'm fairly healthy and I'm blessed. That don't mean the world ain't crumbling around me, okay? That don't mean that the world ain't trying to crumble around me, because it is. That don't mean that my life is perfect, because it ain't. That don't mean that I got it going on, because I don't. But I tell you one thing. I'm going to stop worrying about the stuff that I can't do. I'm going to stop worrying about the things I can't accomplish. And I'm going to start, let me rephrase it, because I don't want it to sound the way it is. I am going to start making more time to appreciate the things that I do have today. I'm always talking about things that are bad. I've noticed that over the last year. I've been talking about a lot of the bad stuff that's being done to us. But you know something? A lot of that we can't control. True, it's true. A lot of it we can't control. But honestly, one thing that I'm 100% in control of, 100%. Now see, how they treating us and what they taking from us and everything, we can't 100% control that. But 100,000% of what I can control today is I can give thanks to the Father and I can appreciate the things that I do have. I have my health. I'm alive. I'm well. I'm walking. I'm talking. I'm sitting on all these acres. You know, hell, I got an RV that needs a starter. You know, ain't nothing wrong with my RV, y'all. It just need a starter, and I've never put it in there. But you know what I'm saying? My family is healthy. My kids are healthy and smart and beautiful. You know, right now, let me see. Right now, I don't necessarily have to go to work anywhere unless all of this could be, dealt with so much faster and better if I was working somewhere and making an extra income. But I said, I'm not in a hurry to fix my land to the point I need to go be told what to do like that. Where you been? Why you late? I'm not in a hurry for that. And I gotta be honest with y'all. I'm in no hurry to go do that ever again, if I can help it. So I just wanted to say good morning. Look at her. She can't wait to get back in the house. She done ran all the way back. I just want to say good morning to y'all. Man, Happy New Year. I love you. I care about you. I really do. And you know what? And this goes to the people that really don't care for me much. Come on, we ain't done. For the people that really don't care for me much, you got the right to, man. That's okay. That's okay. Everybody don't click. Everybody don't get along. Everybody don't agree. Look. I want you to see. Look. Can I show y'all something? Do y'all remember MTV Cribs? Do everybody remember MTV Cribs? Let me show you my crib. I wish I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a Yo Laird Farmer Cribs Homestead Edition, and that's what I'm gonna start this new year out with. And I'm gonna be the first one to start it, and I'm gonna come around and I'm gonna start visiting people and do a Yo Laird Farmer Cribs Homestead Edition, and we gonna see what's in their pantry. Thank you, Sun Energy. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. We gonna see what's in their refrigerator. We gonna see what's in their barns, what's in their livestock. We gonna do it. And look. Laird Farmer Cribs Homestead Edition. Balling out of control. Oh, y'all wanna see what's in my garage? You wanna see what's in my garage, son? You know what I'm saying? I got the RV sitting over here to go when I go on my tours. Got a little jacuzzi in it. And then you turn around and here go my 10-car garage right here, son. You know. We stay on dubs all day. We roll Tahoes over here, son. And you see it over here with my little shorty. She gotta have her little whip over here too. You know what I'm saying? Then this is what I take to the beach. On the weekend. You know what I'm saying? To pick me up a couple of little honeys. Little side pieces. When my shorty ain't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? But MTV. Now, okay. Now, see, y'all want to stay in the guest house? Y'all want to go stay in the guest house? If you ever come to my MTV Laird Farmer Cribs Homestead Edition. See, I got y'all staying in the guest house over here in the haunted house. Now, don't worry about the rats, the bats, the cats, or nothing. Just scoot them to the side. We got 1,000-count sheets up in this boy. You know what I'm saying? If there's something still up in them cupboards, it's an old can of beans and some rice and some peas in there. Just knock the rust off of that boy real quick, open him up, go ahead, go to town. But it's all on me, son. It's all on me. I spins, boy. I spins for my people. So, you can come up here, You know what I'm saying? Stay in the haunted house. You know what I'm saying? If you ever want to come by, you know what I'm saying? So I got a little workshop, where my studio. You want to see my studio where I really create all the tracks. So what I do, here's my studio. Dr. Dre and all of them been over here, you know what I'm saying? So George Clinton, all they've been over here. Prince. I remember one time Prince came to the studio, laid down a couple tracks with me in the Container studio. And, we got it down, we got stuff done. But Prince took all the tracks with him, so, I couldn't release them. And he told me not to show nobody his picture. So, legally, I can't show or really be telling nobody any of that. But I just wanted to get with y'all and tell y'all. We gonna start doing us a Laird Farmer homestead cribs. And I'm gonna start visiting people and let you go ahead and show everybody. I figure since I got a platform of this magnitude, I wanna share it with other people. So there are a lot of new homesteaders, new gardeners. Look at this, my battery about to kill me. It's new gardeners, new homesteaders, people that's really trying their hand at making it work. And I would like to help them. I see a lot of people don't get too many views. I see a lot of people ain't getting the traffic that they like. And I want to see if they would like to come and let me see their homestead so I can introduce the world, or introduce at least my platform and all my folks to all these new homesteaders and all these new gardeners. And I've tried to share this and do this years ago. It went horribly bad. But you know what? It's a new day. And I say, we got to keep trying. Give it another shot. I'm a little bit older. I'm a little bit wiser now. And I think we could pull this off and make it successful. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And for everybody that's still wishing, hoping, and praying for some land, wait now. Hoping and wishing for some, come down to Georgia, I'll do that. Matter of fact, if you really want me to come and check out your homestead and put you on blast and put you on my platform so people can send some traffic your way, go ahead and put down in the comments, and go ahead and email me at lairdfarmer73@yahoo.com, and I'm going to do the best I can. I will travel the map. Hell, that's why I even bought this RV, because we were supposed to do Laird's on the Loose. But then, that 2020 hit, and that soured everything. But this is what I'm really trying to do. Look at her. You tell me, look, that's happiness right there. Go, pup, go. 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 Come on. Come on, pup. Come on. See, this is love, man. This is love, look. If I want to go for a hike, man. Ooh, that woodpecker sounded like a AK, son. Y'all hear that woodpecker? That woodpecker sounded like an AK-47. But this is it. And you know something? I discovered something. I said I wasn't gonna show y'all no more of my land than this right here. But there is another pocket that I do want to take y'all to. And what I want to do, I'm gonna do some camping out in the middle of the woods. Instead of y'all always seeing my tents be set up in the clearing. Nah, come on out of there. Come on out of there. No, what I'm gonna do some camping. And I got one for you. Who? No, I ain't gonna say it yet. I ain't gonna say it, cause I had a whole conversation. I ain't gonna tell you. But we got so much in store for y'all this year. Look at this. You know she crazy. 2025 was crazy. We can't deny it. 2025 was bananas, right? This is what I'm claiming. I'm claiming for 2026. I'm not going to allow myself to be bothered in 2026. Because I could say one thing about 2025. They knocked me off my square, you know what I mean? 2025 really knocked me off my square and got me out of my character. I'm not going to allow that to happen again. I'm not going to allow the trolls. I'm not going to allow the bots. I'm not going to allow the haters. I'm not going to allow the naysayers. Listen, yo, man, if you don't agree with me, you know what I'm saying? That's your right. And I'm proud of you for protecting it. But I'm not going to let other people's opinions and their nonsense knock me off my square ever again, ever. And I'm standing on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta be. Come on, get back here. You ain't going hiking. You don't know nothing about no hiking. Protect my peace. No, I'm a protect my peace with my peace. That's what I'm gonna do. Come on, come here, come here, come on, come on, come here, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. She getting cold. I just wanted to come out here for a second. I wanted to show y'all real quick just what we got going on for 2026 coming in. I got a lot of work to do. I still always got a lot of work to do. That'll never stop, so you'll always hear me say that. But I wanted to let y'all know it costs money when they distract. Absolutely. Absolutely it does. But I wanna come in here and I wanna show y'all. Let me get this. I could do this a little better than what I'm doing. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I will go further. I can see deer, where the deer go. I want to show you something, and I hope you can see it. I hope you can see it. Can y'all see that view? Can y'all see that? Do y'all see this view? And I'm not even all the way in the woods. I'm just in the cut. Do you see this view around me? Let me show you. Listen. This is how I woke up in 2026. This is what I told y'all. I said I'm never gonna show nobody again. But it's so hard for me not to share how beautiful this is. It's hard for me not to share this with the rest of the world. And the reason why I feel compelled to show you just this one little portion, this is just a little piece, is because, man, you can do this too. You can own this too. Not this, but you can go and purchase you a little piece of heaven yourself. If you want to. Look, see, I always come in this one piece right here because I love it. I didn't want to set her down. Now I set you down. I didn't want to set her down because the weather been so crazy. 1 minute it's freezing and the next minute it's hot. And what that does, it draw ticks and stuff out. Come on. And I don't want her getting none, even when it's this cold. But y'all, please do me a favor. Go out there and get that land while it's still available. Go out there and get you a piece of land while you still have the right to get you a piece of land. Let me show you how cold it is out here. Let me show you how cold this boy is out here. Don't get it twisted. Look at this. Look at this. This don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. But y'all, I want to say thank you for everything. We got it. Got it. Got it. I had to hurry up and run in the house, y'all. I'm live, honey, just in case, I had to hurry up and run in the house. My battery died, and somebody was asking me a question. Somebody was asking me a question. Look at that. Look at that sunlight coming through that thing. Let me see. That look like a restaurant, a diner, don't it? Let me get myself together. Hold on. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I didn't have my phone plugged up last night. I was too busy enjoying my honey. I was too busy enjoying my honey. Ain't it right, honey? Ain't it right? She like, leave me alone. Trying to get a little sleep, and the dog is squeaking. Hold on. You want to go? Come on. I'm going to leave you to your own devices. Okay. Thanks for coming back, y'all. I'm going to close it out. I ain't want to keep it long. I just want to... Do y'all got any questions? Any questions or anything? Y'all got sound and everything? Yeah, my battery went dead. Thank you for that, Allie and Danny. Thank you for that. And my sister, Sun Energy. Sister, thank you. Thank you. Landy Acre Farms, y'all refreshed alive. It's back good. Sun Energy, there you go. Say I came out, it came back, and got sound now. My battery went out. My phone cut off. My phone was dead. Dead. So, just reset your cell phone. Yeah. Is that what y'all gotta do? Okay. It ain't y'all, it's me. Can we see the weapons display? No, we ain't gonna do that. How did I get my land? I purchased it. I don't know, and I don't understand how to answer that question either. Not really. I don't know. What are you looking for? What do you mean? How did I purchase the land? I want to answer you, and I'm not joking around. I really want to help you, but who said that? All right, Thunder Philly. Okay, Thunder Philly. Westland said, it's cool, man. YouTube ain't cool. It ain't YouTube. It was me. I didn't charge my phone last night at all, and I ain't gonna lie, because that was the last thing on my mind. My email is leadfarmer73@yahoo.com. Said I'm willing. I'm new to it and will accept all advice and knowledge, and you're willing to share. Absolutely. You know. So honestly, if you got a question right now, I'm gonna give y'all a couple more minutes because I don't want to wake her up. I give y'all a couple minutes. Plus, I gotta get this coffee popping. What other trees are you going to plant? I got a lot of new kind of trees that I want to plant. It's called a pluary. It's called one is called a pluary. One is called I got it from Ison's Nursery too online. Pluary, a plumcot, a pluot. It's a bunch of those different peach and plum mixes. How is the pond going? I was going to show you that. Now, let me tell you something. I'm doing it myself. So it takes a long time with a tractor because I don't know if you know how fast a tractor moves. So I'm working on it. I take a little chunk out of it at a time. Do you have any tips on pests on strawberry plants? I want to be prepared for the upcoming season. No, I don't. I don't use stuff like that. I really don't. How you doing, Aaliyah? And Happy New Year to you too. Hey, TLC in the garden. Thunder says gratitude to both you and Miss Leah Farmer. Let me see. Lena says sweet. Sorry, y'all. Sweet gumball tree is good for the flu. I don't understand what that means. What do you mean it's good for the flu? Like what? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? There he go. Thank you, Gene. Gina, that's your name, Gina. Gina Rhea. Um, said Giga Preps. I like your name, Giga Preps. Said Led is too smart to answer personal questions or show his right and left hand, period. You want to know why, Giga Preps? Because I tried to do that because I thought everybody was normal, and it just ain't like that. Gene, your name is Gene Carlo. Okay, Gene, I'll just call you Gene, my brother. Well, thank you. I'm so, or Gene can be a man or a woman's name, so I'm not sure. I'll just call you Gene. Okay. I'm not trying to warm you up or nothing. When y'all put all these names together like that, that's what I read. Okay, because it's Gene Araya. So what? I don't know your last. Carlo is nowhere in that, so I didn't know. You know. That's why I don't say a lot of people's names. I know people get mad at that, but that's why I don't say people's names, because I don't like burning them up like that. Because they get madder at me for screwing their name up than if I just don't say it at all. Happy New Year's to you too, Jay McDonald. Question: how many acres did you buy? Um, uh, uh, about half acre, point 0.05, and it's plenty. That's plenty of land to do .05. That's plenty of land to do all this stuff on. You can get all kinds of stuff accomplished on .05. So yeah. Let me see. Uh, do you grow medicinal type plants? Yes. You want to hear something about that? A lot of the plants are medicinal. We just don't think of it like that. You say enough. There you go. Enough to grow a cornfield. Let's see. My father named me after a soccer player. Okay. Said my client's name was Renee, spelled Renee. I don't like pronouncing names either. I don't. You can't, especially on YouTube, because you. I'm not gonna start this year off with no negative video, but I'm gonna say one thing. I don't talk to people on like Facebook. I don't do Facebook, and this is why. Because number one, I don't recognize anybody that I grew up with. I don't recognize any of my old friends, any of my family members. I don't recognize them because they either got everybody getting plastic surgery, or they got on too much makeup, too much hair. I don't know who they are, or they gained a lot of weight. I don't recognize anybody. It ain't age. It's just all of the fake stuff that people done glue to themselves. I don't recognize them. And then, not just that, but you know what they do? They change their name to something crazy. Like if your name was Shauna Jones, you would change your name to Shauna, the bad bitch of the WestJones.com or something. I don't know who. I don't know. So when it comes to pronouncing names and I don't like wasting too much brain energy on that. And I want y'all to know that about social media too. When somebody's looking for you on social media, they're not going to go trying to spell that. They're not going to try. They will attempt it once, and that's it. and they'll move on. And that's your loss because you made some kind of name that's so original that nobody will ever find you. Right? Sometimes it's not bad to be like everybody else when it comes to social media, having same names or a familiar name or a simple name. Say I'm getting chicks in this. Oh, I'm getting chicks this spring. First time I've been watching your videos on Producer's Pride Coop. Very helpful. I got 6 Producer Pride Coops. Yes, Crafty Gardener, it's coffee time, but I don't wanna. Let me see. It's coffee time. Let's get this coffee going. Y'all here now. I might as well. Gigi Prep says my mulberry cutting is so beautiful that it's true about changing names. I did that. I'm an amateur. Yours is simple, Gigi Preps. Your name is all right. Simple, easy to remember, and it stands out all at the same time. Urban Backyard Homestead, and how you doing? Let me see. It says stumbling on my website looking for plants that would be great to grow. I don't sell plants like that. I'm not that kind of website. Let me see something. I'm gonna try to do this. When I have cuttings coming out of my garden, I try to sell them. Oh, I did that wrong. There we go. Still wrong. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. My chickens haven't started laying yet. Okay. Say have some coffee for you too. No, I don't. I don't sell them. I need ideas. Oh, you need ideas for your garden. I can't give you ideas for your garden because I don't know what your garden looks like. I don't know where you live. I don't know your climate. I don't know your grow zone. I don't know your. I would love to help you, but I would need to know that stuff before I just start. I could go say plant a cactus, but you live somewhere up north, and then I'll be wasting my time and yours, right? Relocating to Philly. Who say that? Relocating from Philly, need to set up my homestead. Okay. Got a rooster or roosters too, right? Do I got a rooster? Listen, I'm gonna put it 2 different ways. I got 1 rooster and 3 8-piece dinners. Do you hear what I said? I got 1 rooster and 3 8-piece meals because 3 of them, before I leave, the first thing I'm going to do in the year 2026 is 3 of these boys will not see 2027. 3 of them gotta go. 3 of them are going to be basted with lemon sauce. I'm not kidding. They gotta go. And because they be playing. Nope, they ain't going in the freezer camp. They going straight to the smoker. I'm not gonna lay them down for a minute. They all 3 of them, all 3 of y'all going straight to the smoker. Straight. Because you can't get no sleep because they never stop crowing. Because they be battling each other. It's like dueling banjos with roosters. They won't shut up. One will do it, another will do it. Then they all do like a, 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 a duet like Ebony and Ivory. It's like cock-a-doodle, cock-a-doodle, cock-a-doodle doo, cock-a-doodle, cock-a-doodle, cock-a-doodle doo, cock-a-doodle, cock-a-doodle, cock-a-doodle doo, 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 cock-a-doodle, cock-a-doodle, cock-a-doodle doo, cock-a. and all night. And even my wife is like, hey, look, she said, how long would it take us to fully take their clothes off, you know? I said, listen, I stood right here in front of the fireplace yesterday for it felt like 5 minutes in my head planning on do I have enough time to go ahead and remove their clothing. Because they was getting on my nerve. It was all day. And you know what? The worst part is, you know, Lady Led is here and she trying to chill. And I'm trying to, I'm trying, Mr. Cool, whatever you like, whatever you like. But these roosters, they just cock blocking. Oh, that's where they got that from. Get out of that garbage. Roosters cock blocking. I'm trying to talk all smooth and sweet, girl. I like you. I love you. You want some tea? You want some coffee? You want some candy? You want me to cook you some dinner? What you want, girl? Cock-a-doodle, 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 doo. Cock-a-doodle, 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 doo. Cock-a-doodle, 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 doo. Cock-a-doodle, doo, fool. Cock-a-cock-a-cock-a. I can't be smooth with them. They even makes the pigs sick. You would have thought it would have been the other way around. The roosters making the pigs sick. And frankly, what they do to those few hens that I got, they can be indicted. Look, I got 4 roosters, right? And I don't think I got like 5 hens. But what they be like, they be at the freak off. And what they be doing to these poor little hens, man, they can be indicted on charges for what I be seeing them do. Like, man, it don't take all that. That right there is a baby oil situation, right? I can't stand. That's why I don't. When I walk past the chicken coop, I don't show y'all no more because I don't want you to see the freak off. It's horrible. It's almost like, hey, he coming. Get one of them, and they want to show me. It's like they want me to watch, you know? It's like, is he looking? Is he looking? Is he looking? Is he looking? I know you see it. I know. Hey, Led, I know you see it. Come here, girl. Bam, bam, spaghetti, ham. I like spam, fresh out the can. I know you see it. Every time I walk past the cage, they go to the clown in the hens. So I try not to. Did y'all see out there when I said I'm going to turn around and go the other way? Well, I turned around and went the other way because every time I walk past the cage, the hens get abused. And I'm like, nah, I feel so bad for the little hens that I don't want no domestic abuse inside the doggone producer pride cage. You know, it's already called the henitentiary. I don't need it to actually be the henitentiary. It's just a play on words. But no. They like, hey, man, you want to see something real cool? No, thank you, Mr. Rooster. No, thank you. I'm not into that. You sure you don't want to watch? Just sit over in the corner. Get you some champagne and watch us work. No, I'd rather not, you know. So, let me see. Sun Energy said, Led, one of my hens are missing feathers because rooster. Will I ever get a go? I won't say no, but I'm not interested at this time. I won't say no, but right now, I'm not interested. Sun Energy, they wore that backbone out. Every hen I got out there looked like Grace Jones in the 80s. Bald. All of them look like they from Wakanda. Whole back bald-headed. They look like Wakandan warriors. Female Wakandan warriors. All of them back bald. Like They shave with a Gillette razor, all of them, because they've been stomping the yard on their back. So for everybody that don't have chickens and don't know, the rooster jump on their back and he gonna take a little piece. And we know if these was humans, they would all be indicted on charges. They would all be brought up on charges uh quick. TLC, is it like 15 hens for one rooster? Absolutely. It's 50. Now that's a minimum, okay? You can go more, but if you want all of those hens to be fertilized, 15 hens per girl, you killing me. It's not time for that. That's crazy talk. That's insane. 15 hens for one rooster. So imagine, I got 4 roosters and 5 hens. So it Pound Town. It's Pound Town out there. Every time I walk past the cage, ski, Pound Town. Every time. You know? Sun Energy say, I mean my poor hen, not poop hen. What? Oh, I know what you meant. Yeah, it's Pound Town out there every time. And, ski, every time the rooster's out there. Yeah, Pup was big. She was competing with the roosters for the noise because I got her toys in here. She's trying to smell them. Let me see. Sparrow says 1/3 Alabama sold my woods acreage for sold my woods acreage a few years back, and now I regret doing it, but returning to those roots. Let me tell you something. That's one of the worst things you can ever do. Selling your land, your piece of property. We gonna talk about we gonna talk about this. There's a new trend out, and how many people interested in purchasing land? Because this is a good conversation that we're going to have again, probably today. But listen, because 2026, I'm coming full force, all rocket boosters ago. Listen to me. There's a new trend. How many people are interested in purchasing land? I'm about to tell you how to purchase land cheap. I'm about to tell you how to purchase land for pennies on a dollar. I'm gonna give away my main secret. Let me see how many people is interested in purchasing land for pennies on a dollar. Let me see. Muse Greg said I am. Marty says I'm interested. Annette Hall, I'm looking for 1 to 3 acres. Yeah, you gonna get that. Entrepreneurial says me. Crafty Gardener, yes, I'm looking for land. Urban Backyard Homestead, me. Sparrow, lawn service, I know. Raya says you too. KJ says I am. Shamira Custom says me. Samantha says me. Ashanti says me. Raya says me. Jay McDonald says me. Black says me. Rasan over here. Flew away says me. Michelle, me. Cosmic, me. Everybody looking for it. Deontay, me. Sovereign, me. Tam Tam, me. G Cole, me. Sweet Quality, me. Only, okay. All right. Everybody looking for land. Ooh, it's a lot of me's in here. Listen to me. Y'all want to know how to purchase land in 2026, in 2027, in 2028, all the way damn near to 2030? I'm gonna tell you, what is that? That's only 4 years away. 2030, it sounds crazy, but 2030 is only 4 years away. So I want you to listen real close on how you're going to be able to purchase land for pennies on a dollar in the next 4 years before 2030. Listen close. Save as much money as you can right now. Even if you like, you can only put $20 away, whatever. If you can only put $10 away per paycheck, $5, whatever it is, save your money. I can't make this up. There's a trend going on right now, and I need you to pay close attention to it because I am, and I'm watching it, and I see the pattern, and I see the trend. It's like watching the stock market. The people that play the stock market, I do that, but I do it like this. Listen close. There's a trend going on. Look on YouTube. This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm serious as all get out. Watch YouTube. Watch all of these homesteaders purchasing all of this land. You're seeing it. How many people are seeing this? You're seeing young couples buy 20 acres, 30 acres, 50 acres, 5 acres, 10 acres. You're watching all these new homesteaders buying all this land. How many people are seeing that? Okay. It's a super trend. And the reason why I say it's a trend is because over the last 2 to 3 years, especially in the last year, pay attention. In the last year, all the new homesteaders purchasing land. Now, this is nothing against them at all, but watch, you know what I'm seeing? This is the new title of a lot of the videos I've been watching lately. We're leaving the homestead. Tell me, have you seen them? And they're not clickbait. Tell me, have you seen these titles? We're leaving the homestead. We're done. We're finished. We can't do it anymore. How many people have been seeing these titles all over YouTube, and they're not clickbait? They really, after they upload this video, you never see no more of their videos, or they completely, the next thing you do, you see them in the city doing their normal stuff. All of a sudden now they making candles and doing massages or something. Okay. Because me and my wife, I can't make this up, baby. I wish you was up. Because I really, listen, this is what we've been enjoying watching over the last few days. It's watching people, these homesteaders, go out here and purchase this land and watch them and watch the stuff that they're doing. And it's not that they have no clue what they're doing, because that can be anybody. But my problem is they never, ever cared about land, never did any research, don't have any skills whatsoever, don't have tools, don't have the know-how. And they say, listen, I'm going to buy this and I'm going to move out here and I'm going to live, right? And I've been watching them for a year, maybe 2 years. And the next thing you know, we can't do it no more. We're selling our land. That's the title of the video. Selling our homestead. Selling our off-grid homestead is on all of these videos. 1 minute they seem like they doing okay. They be struggling. Then next thing you know, we're selling the homestead. And then people will come out with these poems of how beautiful it was, the experience, and how wonderful it was to be part of nature and become one with the earth and blah, 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 right? But see, you can also do the same thing if you book a vacation on vacation.com. You could go to another country or go to Jamaica or something and get that same experience of being one with nature, being one with the world. You know? But what happened? They get in there and they don't realize this is not the milk crate challenge, because that's what this turned into. Land ownership. They thought this was some, I don't know. but it turned into some sort of milk crate challenge kind of thing. And when they get there, they realize it gets cold, it gets hot. You need water no matter what. You need shelter. And if you don't have carpentry skills to build no shelter, you may be able to put a shelter together, janky, but that shelter is going to keep on needing repair because you didn't do it right. You didn't measure it right. You didn't level the land. You didn't prep the land. You didn't put up the right foundation. All of that is important. And they fail at it. And what happens? They end up being dangerous. And you'll see them, they place caved in on them, or it's always something. Or they move next to some racist people, or they bought some land in the middle of in the middle of a what oh, they bought some land in the middle of a Karen rally. If you did, they bought a piece of land on in the middle of a Karen rally, where they hold Karen rallies at. And you bought a piece of land right next to they fairgrounds where they hold these rallies. So you finding out, and now you like, listen, I gotta go. I can't. I love it here, but I can't keep worrying about if I'm gonna be alive tomorrow or something. I keep watching all these homesteaders. I'm not gonna do that. I said I'm not gonna do it. So here's the thing. This is how you're gonna get your cheap land in the next coming 4 years. All of this land is going up for sale because listen, it's hundreds of new homesteaders, young and old alike, and all of them are way over their head because I'm watching it and I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna kill themselves. Let me see. I've seen a lot of videos and I'm watching people do stuff. I'm like, ooh, be careful. Oh my God, you're gonna lose an eyeball. Constantly. And I'm like, they in over their head. And then if you end up taking a bunch of kids out there with you too, if you got 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 different little children at all different ages, and they ain't never did this before, that's gonna drive. What I've been watching is a lot of people that take their kids, they small children out there with them, a couple teenagers with them. What ends up happening? Teenagers ain't trying to be out there. It's fun at first. It's like taking your kids to the beach, and it's like taking your kids to the park or the zoo. After a while, at first, when you take your kid to the zoo, it's fun. You see exotic animals, and you go get your kid some ice cream. But here's the thing about taking your kid to the zoo. After the kid is at the zoo for about 30 minutes, a good 30, 45 minutes, then that same child starts to notice, hey, Dad, it smells like doo-doo out here. At first, the kid is just loving it. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, this is what we're going to do for the rest of our life. Yay! And after the kid gets bored and everything ain't new no more, and he done seen the lions and the penguins about 3 or 4 different times, then he start noticing everything bad about it. It smell like doo-doo out here, Dad. Them penguins stink. They cute, but they really stink. And then you start noticing the monkeys, they love throwing feces at the windows, Dad. You know, they scare me. Let's get out of here. You know, it was fun. We'll come back next week or next year or something. But that's how the kids is out on this land. It's fun. You get to play in the trees. You get to adventure through the woods and all of that. But after a while, and the kids can use their imagination, but very soon, those same children start missing that Xbox 360 or that PlayStation. They start missing it. Dad, when are we going home? When are we going home, Dad? When can we use our computer? And then start getting on your nerves. And I'm watching this. It's nothing that I'm coming up with or making up. I'm watching it on all these different channels, homesteading channels, and it's rough. So where are you going to buy? Where are you going to be able to purchase land in the near future? You better pay close attention to your local realty, and then pay close attention to your tax auctions, and then you have to also do a lot of canvassing, meaning driving by and going to look at who has little for sale signs in the yard in some abandoned overgrown place. And I'm gonna tell you a good way to find it too. If you see a house, you drive past a house off in the cut somewhere, and it's horribly overgrown and there's trees growing through the windows and everything like that, in your mind you think, oh, that's just an old vintage shack. That must have been I ain't gonna say the word. That shack must have been back in 1802. Go inquire on that, because that's a piece of forgotten land that nobody owns. And nobody is taking claim to it because family members die. And the thing that people forget is, you know, people people have become so greedy in the last 50 years. People aren't leaving their children anything. They'd rather see the ground rot. They'd rather see the land rot and be reclaimed by the earth before they give it to their own children, because they figure the children got to earn it. Long story short is, these pieces of land are still being sold for pennies on a dollar, and it's a reason for that. It's because it's not in the system. Some of these properties you got to go do research on and really dig deep and find out who owns them, and who can you get in touch with. How can I buy it? And you going down to your tax offices and everything else. Next thing you know, something that you thought you was going to end up having to pay $300,000 for, you could mess around and buy this big old piece of property for probably $20,000-$30,000 for taxes, and you don't even know it. And all of these young homesteaders, and these, I ain't gonna say young because I'm not gonna just focus in on that. All these new homesteaders are making it even easier, because they're actually pointing you in the right direction, that they're done. They don't want to do it no more, and this property is for sale. I watched these young homesteaders a couple weeks back, and I have been watching them for a couple of years. I'm gonna say about 2 years I've been watching them, 2 or 3 years. I couldn't believe they quit, and their exit was poetic. They had a long, like 12-minute video, and they did a recap of them buying the land, building the land up, building their shelters and everything else they did on the land, building their garden and everything else. They did a whole recap of their 4 years on this land. And during you're watching the video of the recap, somebody, the wife is in the background talking, doing a voiceover poetically of the things they learned, the things they didn't want, the things they thought they knew. And the next thing you know, they was like, but our journey has changed. Our journey has changed, And we know a lot more now than we did then, and now we know we have grown into another blah 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 blah. This is not the milk crate challenge for anybody out there trying to purchase land and start you a homestead. This is not the milk crate challenge. This is not a TikTok dance. This is for keeps, and I need everybody to know that. If you buy that land and you go purchase that land, you better put it in your mind. This is for keeps. And prepare yourself for that. I got another one. I got another one for you too. People are also going out, purchase some 40 acres of land and mortgage it. Now here's the thing about that. You went out and few of my watch. You purchased about 40 acres of land and you put a mortgage on that land. You got a deal on it, but you put a mortgage on it. But then in this economy, you realize you can't even afford the deal they gave you. And all of a sudden, you're stressed because over the last 4 years, what happened was you end up popping out three babies. When you first started, it was just you and your wife. And y'all was young and y'all was happy and adventurous. And then y'all was sitting in here and y'all had 3 babies. Now you got 3 babies sitting in this little shed that you built by your hand. It was cool when you first got there. But now, what's that about? You barking at the sun? That's crazy. But stop barking at the sun. Stop barking at birds. So now they're realizing this ain't realistic. Let me see. Huh. Yeah, you go get them, Pitbull. Go get them. Tear them up. Rip them up, baby. Let me see. Let's get in here some questions. Crafty Gardner says, "Oh, I missed. It was a conversation. She need her attention. No, she saw something. She don't bark for nothing. Do you? Say, look. Say, I don't bark for nothing. I ain't one of them. Say, I ain't built like that. I ain't one of them kind of chihuahuas. Okay. All right. Do I have any questions at all? Because I know what you thought I was going to say. You thought I was going to give you some garbage and say, listen, I know this one dude. What I just told you was some real game. You ain't going to believe it. But here's the part that, like I said, with those other homesteaders just selling all their land that they don't know. You going to have to put in some work. Nothing is going to be given to you. You got to go do the footwork. You want to know how me and Lady Leah found this land? Me and Lady Leah found this land because we drove by it. She looked at something on a phone. This is not the piece of land we went to go look at. This is not the piece of land we was looking at. We came across this land, Freedom Acres, thank God, because when we were, let me see, when we first went out looking for the piece of land that we found first had a Karen meeting place right basically next door. Basically, the next piece of land over was a Karen rally. That they meeting place, they had all their flags on the side of this building, and they had them on their trucks, and they would come out and rev their engine and sit in the middle of the road while we looking at the land, looking at us. And Lady Leah said, Lady Leah said, nope, I don't care. It was, that was over 20 acres, wasn't it, baby? With the
No, it was just 10.
It was 10 acres. It was, okay. It was just 10 acres. So 10 acres, but it had a Karen rally meeting spot behind it, and they showed us every time we went out and looked at it. They reminded us where that land is. They're letting you know who they are, and if you're bugging us on a random day coming out here, that means if we move in on this land, we gonna y'all. It's gonna be a mess. Come here, come on. So, so I'm telling you right now, y'all, it's land still for sale out here. But it's not going to be acquired by the way that you think that you need to acquire land. I always say, you need a realtor, don't I?
Hey, cut it
I always say that. But here's the thing. You need to put in the groundwork first. You need to put in the groundwork and the footwork. Hey, yo. You, that was the, let me shut up. Let me see. Tanisha says, good morning. I'm looking to buy land to grow food and sell within 2 hours of my home in North Carolina. What are your non-negotiables for buying land? Well, what are my non-negotiables? I just had this conversation. Uh, Even if it's a flood zone, if you find some land in a flood zone, you want to know how flooded do it get? Like how wet, how damp does it get? Does it have any flat land? Because see, if it has a very moist, swampy land, you can build that up for free. I'm gonna tell you how to build that land up for free. How many people ever seen some cheap land because it's swampy? You ever look for land, but it says it's swampy land and it's always soggy and that's why it's going so cheap? I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people tell you don't buy no soggy, swampy land. I'm gonna kind of disagree a little bit. I agree, but at the same time, there's a couple of things that can make you rethink that. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you what it is. The things that'll make you rethink that swampy land that they're selling dirt cheap is exactly what I just said. They're selling it cheap, but the devil is in the details. You can build your land up for free. If that land is super duper swampy and
make sure it's not a wetland.
but right, thank you, honey. She said that's why I said you kind of gotta watch it. It's a different. Lady Liz said you just gotta make sure it's not a wetland. So that's a whole nother ball game to what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the one that the rally place that the 10-acre place. That was all kind of swampy, but you can build that land up for free. And then you'll be getting that land for pennies on a dollar. How do you do that? Everywhere. Facebook Market, Craigslist. How many people ever had wood chips taken to their garden? You ever had wood chips taken to your garden? Anybody? Where you find the tree trimmers and they'll bring the wood chips to you for free as much as you want. Do I got anybody here that has ever done that? Okay, if you've ever seen these tree trimmers and they'll bring you these big piles of wood chips for free, did you know they do the same thing with dirt? Every time they doing all of this building, when they're doing all of this building of these stores and roadways and all of this, do you know that they take all of that dirt and go drop and take it to the landfill? Did you know that? Field dirt, free, free, for free. And here's another thing. Do you know that they have to pay to get rid of that field dirt? For instance, say I want to have a pond dug. Do you know how much dirt is displaced when you dig a small pond? So imagine a 1/4 acre pond. I'm just building a damn 50 foot in circumference or pond, and I'm gonna try to get the center down to 8 feet. I'm gonna have a hard time getting rid of all that soil. That's part of my problem digging my pond. So imagine you building a whole construction crew roadway, or you building a new strip mall, or another Walmart, or another Piggly Wiggly. They haul that dirt to the landfill, and you can go get it. You can get it for free. Go look on Craigslist, Facebook Market, and look how many people giving away free field dirt. Go look, and it'll blow your mind. You can have them bring all that field dirt and dump it on your land and build your land up off top of that water table. You got two things going for you. One, now you got cheap land. It done built up so you ain't sitting down in no soggy mess. And here's another one. Now you know for a super fact that you have water on your land. You know that you have a water resource on your land because when you bought this land, it was swampy, but you changed it. You can take that land and you can change it and make it however you want it to be. So everything ain't always set in stone. All land ain't perfect, all land ain't flat, but there are ways that you can make that land your own and change it to fit your pocket, to fit your pocketbook, your wallet. Okay? It's a few tricks in there. Like Lady Leah said, not no swamp, not no wetlands though, nothing like that. Hell, if you think about it, all of Florida is water. All of Florida. Do y'all know that they built Florida? Basically, they basically built Florida. Say, wouldn't the foundations be compromised? They do it every day. Because the water is just there because it's not it's bowled in. It's almost like a swimming pool. It's there, right? So the swampiness is there because it has nowhere else to go. So if you build it up, the water goes around the soil. It's going to go around the mound. And I got proof. My land at my house is really, really soggy because of that lake that we're on. So my ground is super, super duper saturated. And I'm going to show y'all this in a video. But you know something? You know what my neighbor did? They built their land up and had field dirt brought in, and they built their land up for up about 2 to 3 feet. And now their land is dry as a bone. Dry as a bone. They used to have the same exact problems, wet problems that I had. I can't grow trees everywhere at my house because it's too wet. So they built their land up, and now they out there dry as a bone, and I'm still sitting in the soggy juices. It's no different. What would I use the pond for? What would I use the pond for? KJ, what would you use a pond for? That's a question I would love you to answer. What would you use a pond for, KJ? Aaliyah says, I have the money now. You should be looking. Y'all should be looking. Gene Strauss says he's using the pond to grow corn. That too. Um, uh, uh, Only a little dirt says yes. If soils are bad, aka won't perk, red clay can fix that all day, all day. Hey, Miss Shirley OG, how you doing? She says stock with fish. Toby says ducks. Zane says eventually you can keep digging, you'll hit bedrock. No, you don't want to do that. Maybe I don't understand what you said either. What did I do before YouTube and homesteading? Husband and a father. Oh, oh yeah, you gotta go. Your name is very disturbing. Uh, Rick says my neighbors cleared their land and built it up too. It used to flood, but now it doesn't, and that's what happens every time our land floods. Now my neighbors don't, and ours do. At my house. Crafty Gardener says I'd use my pond to grow rice. Okay. Uh, Ali Danny says you inspired me to think outside the box. You got to, cause this land business is not one dimensional. It's not. You want to know something? Did y'all see? I took you. Thank you for that. P. Singleton. If you build a pond, you won't have to stock it with ducks. Ducks, geese, snakes, frogs, and all other sort of waterfowl and animals will come to water. You don't have to go stocking it with too many different animals. Thank you for that. That's exactly right, P. Singleton. Exactly right. Right? So says my issue is my back property is on a hill and there are underground veins of water that pop up here and there during a hard rain. Okay, okay. Let me see. Rhea says once you add the dirt to the areas that are low flood risk, do you have to do it every couple years? No, you shouldn't if you do it right and you put the right soil down. Because every time there's a house built on something, house is not always built on ideal land. Sometimes these houses, have you ever seen somebody have a house built and they have to build the land up first? That's what they do. I want y'all to look into that, look more into that, and do more research into that, and you'll be surprised. Okay. Any questions, y'all? Let's get this 2026 rocking and get this thing going. Oh, I see. Did y'all see? Let me see how much battery life I got. Let me see how much battery life I got. Hold on. Okay. Okay. How many people saw Down in the Woods when I was just down in the woods a little bit? Did you notice that I was on a hill? Did you see that? Could you tell? Or did everything look flat to you when I was in those woods? You didn't see all my rolling hills back there in those trees? Let me see. There we go. Say it. Okay. Adina says no, it looked flat. Um, okay, nobody said no. So this is what we gonna do, and then we gonna call it a day. Come on. Wait a minute. Right back, honey. I'm leaving her in here. It's cold. All right, come on. I'm taking you with me. Nah, 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 nah. Not this time, baby. I gotta go. Look. No, no, no. Okay. Get myself together here. Y'all with me? I can't show y'all the roosters. I don't want y'all to see the carnage. Okay. Let me know if y'all with me. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Let's go out here. Because I want to show you. Laird Farmer field trip. Let's see. Say I'm in Western Kentucky. Where are y'all? I'm in Western Kentucky too. We might live right next to each other. Okay. You can see from this angle, before I even go in here, you can see from this angle the hills. Can you see? I'm gonna show you a little more. I'm gonna try to keep this in contrast so you can you see? It looks flat when I'm standing on it, but that's a hill. I got some gradual hills, I got flat land, I got steep hills. Now watch this. Look at this tree. That tree fell right there. Look how far down. It look like it's flat, don't it? Look at this trail. Now I'm gonna turn it to the side. Wait, I'm gonna turn it to the side a little bit so you can get a better contrast of that tree. That tree is making it hard. Come on. The tree is making it hard. So I'm gonna show you a little bit better. Okay. Oh, you can really see it here. You can really see it here. Look how far that dip. You see that green right there? Let me focus. You see that green bush right there I'm showing you? Right there? That's a deep indentation of the land. At the bottom of that hill over there is a creek. Just like the creek in the back of my cabin, that creek runs around that way too. And you can see the slope of the land. And let me show you the other way. You can see down that way too. See how that drop off? Boom, it drop off. That's because it's a big creek back there too. Runs all the way around my land, right? That's not the end of my land, but it runs through the land. So I'm gonna show you a little more. Just so you can get a idea. Now look, now this is a high part of my land. All of this behind me, you can see I'm kind of going downhill now, but this is the high land up here. You can see it. I'm trying to be still so you can really get a good look. Now, you can really see. Now look, I want you to see something. This goes all the way down, and it's a creek at the bottom, and you cross over the creek, and then the hill starts to go back up right here. See it? These trees right here. And it starts to go back up. And then my land winds up and goes and it flattens out. You see it? Give me some confirmation. Okay. Cause remember, water only gathers at its very lowest points, right? Say, I remember you took us to the creek, right? Well, that creek runs literally around my entire land, around my entire property. So the same stuff that's behind my cabin is the same stuff that's out there, the same stuff, everything. I can get water from anywhere around here. But this is why everybody keep thinking my land is all perfectly flat. It's not. And I'm gonna tell you, I love it this way because if I'm just on all flat land, you can get a lot of stuff done, right? If you're a farmer, you really want flat land, right? I'm not a farmer. So I want my land to have different landscapes. I want my land to have hills, valleys, water. I want my land to have wooded areas, thicket. Like this, I never go in this. This is what we call the thicket right here. I never go in there because you can't. It's too thick to walk through, right? I love it, but I want my land to have all different kinds of characteristics to it. I want hills, I want dips, I want valleys, I want lows, I want mountains. I want it all. I don't want just a solid piece of flat land because when you got all of these characteristics of the land like this, what you have is a personality, I guess you can say. I know that sounds crazy, but the land, here's that fallen tree that I need to come and chop up and get. Ooh, that's oak. That's a good oak tree. That's some good barbecuing wood. But what you have is that land gives you, here, look at this. That land gives you a personality of its own. I know that sounds crazy, but until you own land, you won't understand what I'm talking about. This land, now look, I'm gonna go down a little further and then you really gonna see look at this, look at this. You can actually see several different elevations on my land. I'm not even in the woods. I just walked in here a few steps, right? This goes down. It's a creek down there. You go up this hill, roll over. All the way over there is where my daughter and my kids' piece of land is, all the way that way, right? So I'm trying to see how I can get through here better without busting myself up. Cause I remember, hey y'all, I need y'all to know, listen, your boy got his pajamas on, so that's why I'm not moving too much. But I always take y'all here, and that's the reason I'm coming here today is because, and I said I'm not taking you throughout the rest of my land. I don't want nobody to see that stuff. But this right here, I don't mind showing you because I've already showed you several times because it's so beautiful. Now watch this, watch this. I want you to see something. I want you to see something so dope. Watch this. Okay, get this, watch this. Look through there. I'm not even gonna zoom. I just want you to see. All the way that way. What I see, I don't know if the camera is picking it up. I can see my land doing this. Coming up, going out, going over, because I've been through there, so I know what it do. It go all the way up there, flattens out, comes back down. You see it? Comes back down. All of that, and I haven't ever taken y'all that way. And frankly, I've never even taken y'all all the way. I've showed y'all my daughter's piece, but I ain't showed y'all the actual land. I showed y'all me cutting her trees down and stuff. But this, man, you wouldn't want to be here with this. So all I wanted to show y'all was the truth. And the truth is, these cameras can be deceiving. These cameras will make y'all think that we're on perfect land. It's all flat. There's no bumps and bruises to it. Look at this. Look at this. Golly. There's no bumps and bruises to our land. But these cameras, they're liars. You want to hear something? Part of one of the best things I love about the land, I love it being raw. I don't want it cultivated. I don't want all my trees to get knocked down. I don't want all the trees to be perfectly straight up and down. I don't want that. I don't want all of the brush and debris to be moved away. I know this sounds crazy, but see, if you have some land, look at this, look at this. Look, I just want to see if you can see what I see. Just look how beautiful that is. Now that's a fallen tree right there. But just look at the contrast of those rolling hills like that. Can you see that? It just dips down over. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to explain this with words. I'm going to tell you why I don't want all of my land, none of it. My opening is enough. That's all I want clear. The rest of it, I don't want it clear. Frankly, I'm going to leave it alone. When I need to use a piece of it, I can, but this is why. It's because if you leave your land alone and let it keep its own personality, that's some good wood I gotta come get. And you let that land keep its own personality, what you end up having is you'll never know, because the land changes so much in one season. Storm season, hurricane season, tornado season, rain season, flood season. After every season, when you let the land do what it does, it changes itself. You don't have to do anything. It will change itself. The land changes. And there's nothing you got to do. Nature will change all of this for you. And there's nothing you will ever have to do. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm trying to convey to you. Don't let 2026 go by and you don't try to get you a piece of this. Look at this. It's January 1st and this peach tree is blooming. Where am I? You mean to tell me you wouldn't want to wake up to this every day? Look where I just took y'all. I just took you just right here. I only took you right there. That's it. You see everything I just showed you. I walked right there. I was probably 50 feet away from that orange cone. But listen to this. I didn't take you in none of this because I don't go in that. I didn't take you in none of that. I didn't take you in none of this. None of it. Happy New Year to you. So, do I got any questions? I don't know why this is wobbling so bad. Do I got any questions, y'all? We gonna walk it out. We gonna finish it out. It's peaceful. Man, peaceful ain't the word. Peaceful ain't the word. It really ain't. There's no words for this. Let me see. Your walking through your land is inspiring, and I hope it is. Because I want to see more people out there claiming what belongs to them. Happy New Year to you too. I want to see more people claiming what belongs to them. I do that since my toothpick keeps jumping around. How big is the cleared spot? It ain't big. It ain't that big. Let's see. Y'all wanna go in the haunted house? Before I tear down this haunted house, I'ma let y'all see it. So it's like I ain't took y'all nowhere back there, just nothing. I'm going to be showing y'all how I got my solar set up. And let me show you what I did. I don't know what everybody was doing on New Year's Eve. I don't know what everybody was doing for their New Year's Eve. But this is how me and my wife was having fun. Came out here, I cooked her some breakfast, and then I reset my solar. See how the sun is hitting now, because the winter is different. The sun don't hit right. Look, it's 9:30 and the sun still ain't over the trees, right? So I had to move my solar panel, well, take a set of solar panels and move them out here so I can at least get me at least 1,600 watts of solar. I'm gonna show y'all everything. 1,600 watts of solar. And then this is what I really want to show you. Oh my God. This year I want to build me a shower. I want to get a shower built. And this is my main project of this year. Insulating the ceiling inside my cabin. And this is my main goal. I have to finish this. I have to. I have to finish this. Look, the wind blew everything everywhere. I have to finish this, y'all. My pond, so far I got this one edge down about 2 or 3 feet. I have to complete it. Say, Eddie Morrison, I have 2 acres, just was asking for reference. Okay, I'm gonna answer that. Email me, Eddie Morrison. This is going to be the pond. And believe it, it's way bigger than you think it is. It don't look like it's that big, but damn damn it, it is to me. And see, the real pond I was gonna have is gonna go way back there in the swamp. I told y'all the hills, how the hills run, and all of that back there is swamp. Right back there. And when the sun hit it just right this time of year, you can even see the water, the sun glisten off the water back there from the sogginess. So I wanted a pond way back there, but I'm like, listen, you don't have to start big, y'all. Start with something you can manage. This is something that I can probably pull off myself, maybe a little bit of help, but it ain't gonna cost me $1 billion. See, if I walked in the middle of it, you will really, really be able to see. It's a not, put it like this. It's about the size of a Olympic size swimming pool. Like if you go to the rec center or something, say about 2 of those swimming pools. That's how big this is pretty much going to be. And we're going to go down here. It's going to smooth down right here. Plus I need this so I can keep driving down here. The very center right here, I want that to be at least 8 feet. Where that bucket is, just about where that green bottle is right there. I want that centerpiece to be down 8 feet. And I want it down 8 feet, and I want it to be at least 15 feet in circumference. Like a little, one of them blow up pools that y'all buy at Kmart and whatnot. That I just need that so when it get cold, the fish can go down there. And when they need to run away from raccoons and stuff, they can run down there. But the rest of it, I just want it to bowl down, slow, creep. See, it ain't all gotta be perfect. It ain't gotta be perfect. Everything you doing ain't gotta be perfect. You gotta start somewhere though. Like for instance, last year this time I didn't know nothing about pigs. I've been now having pigs for a year, right? I've been raising pigs for a year. I didn't know what I was doing at all. And now I've learned so much in a year's time. What's up, Powder? That's Powder. And she can stand up. Look. These are the babies, y'all. That's how big they got. There's Quarters. Big Bank. Big Red. Yeah, I know. And there goes Sugar Baby. The one my son nursed her back to health. She's a teeny tiny little thing. All right, y'all. I'll be back with some lunch, some breakfast. Ain't they done got big? Look at that. These is the babies. That's Halo. See that? And you think you're gonna purchase land? You think you're gonna purchase land that's free and clear and there's nothing on it, no structures? No, I got 3 structures on my damn land, and I don't want them here. But that's something I'll deal with. I got a haunted house. I got another haunted house that you can never see, but it's mine, right? So, got my little wood ready. Huh? Huh? Oh, say that. Okay. We gonna have to wait out here, y'all. She indisposed. Let's go over here. We can go ahead and end this over here. And I hope this table ain't wet. All right. Ooh, it's not wet, but it's cold. All right. There we go. All right, we can end it here. Do I have any questions? Any questions, y'all, before we get out of here? I just wanted to show y'all, the reason I'm showing you that is it don't gotta be perfect. Everybody is looking for this perfect piece of land. And there's really no such thing unless you got millions of dollars to spend. Sherry says, I have a haunted house for storage. Okay. Art May says, everything is coming together. You know, it's not coming together in YouTube terms, right? In in you in YouTube terms, everybody they want to see progress. They want to see something happening. They want to see from A to Z. They don't want to see the in between, right? And this is what I do. My tractor is out. I got my tractor out because I needed my tractor to bring a bunch of this wood up here to the cabin. And before my wife came out, I was working on the doggone pond a little bit. I even pulled up and started working on the garden. Let me see, Ashley, so where, okay. Ashley had a question, she retracted it, okay. King says, those chickens sound great. Annette says, everyone's saying, haunted house, can you show us again and tell us why you're keeping it up? Because I ain't got enough money to tear it down. I ain't gonna lie to you. So were you concerned about zoning? You need to be concerned about zoning. I'm not gonna incriminate myself. You need to be concerned about zoning. But it's a part in there that you would have to be part of my private club to understand that, you know. Drew said, I'm growing my own food thanks to you. Well, thank you. I knew what you meant. Thank you, Drew. And somebody said about the haunted house. What was that? Everyone's saying haunted house. Can you show us again and tell us why you're keeping it up? Annette, yeah, I'm only keeping it up because I can't afford to tear it down. Unfortunately, let me give you a little piece of realness about purchasing land with structures on it already. And I've said this before, and I will say it again, but I mean it. If you purchase a piece of land with structures already on it, you may have a problem. One of the problems is if it's something like a mobile home on wheels like this haunted house behind me, that house may not belong to the land. And you really truly have to check that. When you purchase the land, whether you go, I don't know how you end up purchasing it, but you have to do your own research and you have to ask, is this structure part of this land? This is not cemented into the ground. This is not a brick and mortar structure. So this thing is mobile. You have to ask, is this part of the land? I have another structure over there, same thing. Is this part of the land? That one is part of the land. This one did not used to be part of the land, but now it is because somebody abandoned it. This actually belonged to somebody else. And they were contacted and they were notified. They chose to abandon it. And then I can take claim of it once they don't want to come get it or do anything about it. And that's very important because you just can't say I go ahead and tear that down, burn it down. This dude can just show up and say, hey man, you burnt my house down, you tore my house down, I had the Mona Lisa in there. Now he can sue me. So just because you got a structure on your land, like a mobile home, does not mean that goes with that land. You have to do your research. If you purchase it through a real estate agency, they have to do their homework and let you know what it is, right? Now, here's another one that this is another piece of good information that you may need to know. That when you say, okay, I've had this land, oh my God, it's going on 3 years. It'll be 3 years soon, in a couple months. No, it'll be 3 years next month. Listen to this. Here's a piece of information that you really need to know if you purchase land. Do you go, I have a question, do you have to go to plantings for every property? I don't know what plant, do you have to go to plantings? I don't know what that means, KJ. But here's the information that threw me off. If you purchase land and it has structures on that property, one thing that nobody is talking about, that I'm going to talk about, it costs a fortune to tear that mess down. I'm trying to stop cursing so much. It costs a fortune. It costs a fortune to tear that down. What is that? Wait a minute. To tear this mobile home down, and there's different ways to do it. So I want to make sure you understand. This is a double wide, basically behind me, right? To tear that mobile home down, to do it right, for somebody to come and run a wrecker through there and tear it down and crumble it up and dig a hole and bury it in the hole on my land is not going to cost you much money, okay? I could probably get that done for probably $5,000. But here's the problem that I have with doing that on my land. I have 2 structures that I want removed, right? And the problem I'm having on my land is I have resources on my land. Hey, Crafty Mom, Happy New Year's to you. I have water resources on my land. So if I had the construction crew come and dig a hole, tear this down, and bury this in the ground, my problem is going to be this stuff could potentially contaminate my groundwater. And it's not going to be as easy for me to have them removed as everybody else, because the way I want it done, I want the house torn down and taken away. So every load of this house, and they weigh it by tonnage. I have to get the crew to tear it down. I have to rent or lease the dumpsters that they carry the stuff away in. And then when they take it to the landfill weighs how much of it that is being dumped. And they charge me for that too. So you looking to tear one of these down costs more than what it would cost to buy one. Okay. How many people are you with me? Or are y'all understanding what I'm saying? It cost, everybody keeps saying, what's wrong with a mobile home, Led? Why don't you want no mobile home? Ain't nothing wrong with a mobile home. It's nothing wrong with a mobile home. But I don't want mobile homes dilapidate and depreciate very quickly. It's nothing wrong with them, but I don't want any temporary fixes. I just don't want a temporary solution. I'm patient, I can wait. That's why we ain't moved out here 100% yet, is because I can wait. Thank you everybody for that confirmation. Y'all get it? It costs more to tear this down and get rid of it properly than it does to buy this mobile home and a lot of other newer mobile homes. It's almost one of those things is like Once you got it, you got it. Ain't nobody coming to get it. Don't nobody want it. And don't nobody want to tear it down. Don't nobody want to be bothered with you. It's a lot of this stuff inside this mobile home that they have to remove because of the toxins, like the roof shingles. People don't even know about that or care. If you have a mobile home torn down and they bury it in your ground, they bury them roof shingles up there that's made out of all them chemicals and that tar and them that sand and everything else they make roof shingles out of. They bury that in your ground. So here you got several problems. Number one, you making it so if I had this buried in the ground where it sit, I can't, that's one place I can never have a septic well going, right? A septic tank, a septic system. Now, another problem is I can never really grow no garden right there either because all those toxins out of this structure that's underground now, that's what's going to be uptaken by the plants that I grow or the trees that I grow. Everything that's in them shingles, and God only know what else is in here, that stuff is going to be uptaken by the plants and the trees and the fruit and vegetables that you grow. And you're going to eat that, and that's going to be inside you. That's number two. Number three, I have water on my land. I have running streams and brooks all around and creeks all around my land. I have a water table under my land. So when they dig that hole and bury that in my ground, that literally leaches into my water table. And I pull that out of my well and drink that every day. That's why it cost me so much to have them removed. I could probably, to have them torn down and buried, I could probably definitely have it done for less than $5,000 for both of them. But I don't want them buried. I really don't. I have too many natural resources here to ruin it over something I want to rush through. I want them gone bad. But I'm not gonna rush it and poison. Listen, I will poison my family's lineage for generations for something I want done right now. I'd rather take this tractor and chip a little piece off of it year by year, but I'm not going to destroy and poison my land for my future family to be drinking this water and they don't know what old Grandpa Lead did and they drinking poison. They don't even know, right? Check to see if the fire department burn it down for practice. You know what, life, Joy, a lot of people keep telling me that, and I'm gonna tell you something. At first I thought that was ridiculous, but you know, I'm gonna try it. I'm ready to try anything. Here's the problem. If they burn it down, I want them to burn it to the ground. I don't want nothing left but charcoal. That's all. I don't want them to be like, all right, now put it out, boys. I'm gonna be like, nope, nope. Let it burn like Usher, please, sir. Please, Fire Marshal Bill. Please let it burn. You know? So that's part of, if you buy a piece of property and it has structures, it depends on how bad you want that property. I'm not saying if you purchase it, the structures on the land is not a problem. That it's not when you want some land, but there is things and realistic things and views you gotta calculate, which is, you know, you gotta get rid of them eventually, and it's gonna cost you a chunk of change. Uh, only a little dirt says, yeah, we have a similar situation with a haunted house next to us, and the fire department will burn it down for free. I'll give it a shot. It said, took you back, Fire Marshal Bill. That's why I'm begging him, please, Fire Marshal Bill, come and show an example of how you like to save lives. Please, because that never worked out for him, did it? Let me see what we got. They'll annihilate it. Well, I sure will try and contact this ain't like the fire department is around the corner from me, so I gotta find them first. I was just thinking, can it be transported to another area of your land far, far away? I don't want, that's a temporary, the price for me to move this mobile home and put it on another piece of my land somewhere will cost a fortune. I would rather just save that money and just wait and then until I have enough to have it demolished and carried away. Because moving a mobile home is not cheap either. You have to pay, for instance, I have all wooded land, right? All my land is wooded. So that means if I'm going to go put that somewhere else, that means now I got to go clear a big enough piece of land to put that in. And then for all these trucks and construction workers to come and do, man, that's not as easy as it sounds. That's not a shed. That's not a 32 by 12. That's a real house, okay? So I just need to, let you know, I don't want people to keep thinking that everything with this is all comically unrealistic. I want to tell you the truth about it. It's a lot of those people here on YouTube that's really telling you the truth, and don't nobody want to listen to them because it's not romantic. When they're telling you the truth on how to purchase this land and how to be landowners and how to buckle down and stay on the land instead of selling it, people don't like that part. People don't want to see the struggle because it's not romantic. It's gritty, it's grimy, and that's not what people want to watch. They want to watch when you get the shed or when you get your cabin. They want to watch you when you build it up. They want to watch when the success. They only want to see the success. They don't want to see the damn struggle to the success. And I'm here to tell you right now, if you're doing everything out of your pocket, if you purchase land out of your pocket like we did, if you start trying to move and create and build your own infrastructure on your property like we are, and you're doing it out of your pocket, this is how slow it goes. Especially if you got a little age on you and your back click when you bend over. And let me see. That's right. Take your own time, chip away at it. That's what I do. I just chip away at it, man. But I want people to know it's not as easy as it look. Let me see. Bountiful Life says, yes, these things cost and it's a lot of work. And you want to know something else too? My tractor. I love that rascal. I love it. The Gooch is what I call him. TLC says it take years unless you have McMillions. Exactly. But you know what? My tractor moves at a snail's pace. And it's a reason for that. And that's another thing that folks ain't saying too much. Thank you so much, KA. Say, hey, Lead Farmers, OG from Memphis, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, all right? New Year to you and Lady Lead. What was PS? We found us 2 acres in Mississippi. Has a lot of development to do though. That's okay, congratulations. Congratulations, and be safe out there too, okay? Stay away from the Karens, all right? About That Life says, yes, I'm 57 and I can get I can't get it like I used to. Let me tell you something. You know what I do? I come out. Yes, that's why I put her food back in the refrigerator so she can eat it in the morning. Listen, I do a little bit, I go back, sit down. I do a little bit, go back, sit down. I cut a little grass, go back, sit down. I just can't be out here for 8 and 12 hours like I used to. You just can't do it. But that bad boy right there, what y'all don't know, just to do what I did already to the pond, man, that take forever. Cause that mug goes slow. And it's a reason. Oh, I can go fast on it. I think I could probably do about 15 to 20 mile an hour. I think. I've never did it, but I know it can go fast. You better not be going fast on no MFing tractor. Ain't no shocks on it. Ain't no suspension. Ain't no cushion ride. Ain't no doggone levelers on there. When you hit a dip, that whole thing throws your butt off. That is nothing more than a gigantic piece of steel that you sitting on. Ain't no cushion seat, none of that. You're literally riding on the top of a gigantic motor. If you go too fast and that thing flick you, ain't no shocks to take that cushion. It will flick your big butt off that thing over there like old chewing gum. So you have to move at a snail's pace. When you pick up a load, some soil or something, and you moving it, you can't just be doing like you see on TV with these heavy earth movers and pick it up and move it. And no. Oh, let me tell you, you want to hear something scary? No, ain't no airbags. You want to hear something scary? There is no other scarier feeling, because I don't have no weight on the back yet, right? There is no scarier feeling than when you pick up a load and you start to lift it and you backing up and you hit a bump and the whole back end come up like this. That's why I keep my bucket so low. You better let some of that soil out or let some of that load out and back up real slow and know where the hell you going to. You know what I'm saying? For real. Uh-oh. What? Man, Happy New Year, my brother. Supreme Family Garden in the house. Man, Happy New Year's, brother. Happy New Year's and congratulations. And I think you know why I'm congratulating you too. I saw that video, man. Congratulations, man. You know what? Years ago, you said I was about to get it, and I'm gonna second that for you. It's your turn now, bro. Supreme Family Garden. It's your turn now, man. I'm near in the bleachers, brother. Shoot, that sun feels so good. But you can't be driving that like you driving a four-wheeler at all. Get that out of your freaking head. I don't care if you got a manual shift like me or you got an automatic. You can't be driving that, messing with that. Man, you kill yourself on that thing, man. Everything takes a long time. And everybody keep wondering why things don't be moving forward. And let me throw one more at you, just in case you don't know. If you purchase a homestead or you purchase a piece of land and you got a lot of work to do, like most of us do, if you're doing that by yourself, you're going to feel like you're never going to accomplish anything. If you're doing all that work all by yourself, and man, that's hard, man. That's a hard pill to swallow. If you're the only hands that's moving, making anything happen. Nobody there to say, hey, pass me up a screwdriver. Nobody there to say, hand me a hammer. No, if you drop your doggone hammer and you up on the roof, ain't nobody on the ground to hand or throw the hammer back up to you. You got to come all the way back down to grab the doggone hammer just to go back on the roof and drop the hammer again, or come back down and leave your nails. Let me tell you something, family. After running up and down some ladders to do anything to your roof or your chimney or your fireplace or whatever, after a while, you're like, that's enough of that. I'm going in the house, I'm gonna take me a shower and I'm gonna make me some food. So if you get a homestead, that's the other setback that you may have. I don't care if you got somebody there with you, you got a spouse or you got your kids, man, either they're not going to help you or they can't help you, right? And that's just a setback. Says it seems like a good idea at the time to buy raw land. Now you wish you bought an established farm. You know, you do have those thoughts. You do have those thoughts. Yeah, these two roosters they gonna off themselves. They gonna make it easy for me. I'm eating them. Yeah, they gonna get ate up. That makes me sick. Let me see. Jerry Carroll says folks need to come out of that Hollywood mindset of a Lifetime story in 2 hours, no happening. Let me tell you something. That's the problem. Everybody is romanticizing this situation, and it's beautiful. Look, I got a whole state park to myself. But I'm not gonna pretend that it's not hard, because it's hard. And I'm not gonna pretend that I'm gonna have everything done in six days or whatever. What's up, Rucker Homestead? What's going on, brother? Um, it's hard work. And then that's not including the stuff you got to do around here on a normal everyday basis. I can't be worried about the building the pond if my grass needs to be cut. I can't be worrying about the pond if I have a tree that just fell that I need to go chop up and get ready for firewood. I can't be worried about the pond when I need to still chop firewood to get seasoned for the next winter coming next year. It's other normal things you have to do that have to stay on point. On top of the major things that you want to do. I got everything right here. Let me show you something. Let me show you. All of that wood right there, and it's around the back end. All of that wood stacked up against there. That's my shower. That's the foundation and the structure to my shower. But I can't do anything. I gotta wait. It's certain things it's not a priority right now. You wash your butt up in a bowl. It's not a priority. And it sounds like that's something you need to be worrying about right now, but you with all and let's not forget, you gotta feed the livestock. You gotta make sure the livestock is safe. You gotta make sure the livestock is healthy. And taking care of livestock, that's a 24/7 job, you know? Unless you just doing it for fun. If you keeping livestock for real, that job don't stop. So that's it. But damn it, I'd rather listen to me close. Listen to me close. I still rather be out here doing this than to be in the middle of the city, walking in the same lines with everybody else. I still rather do this. You want to know something? I can tell y'all right now. If today I felt like going on a hike, I can go and hike in my own woods and be in here all day and nobody will ever see me. I can pack my bug out bag, go get my bug out bag. It's full of food, put some water in there, and put on some boots and go gear up. And I promise you, I could literally be in these woods. I could be in these woods all day long and never come out. Nightfall, set up a tent, stay overnight, finish the rest of the land, come around, and nobody will ever see me. And I can say I went on a camping, hiking trip, but I never left my land. And I'm gonna tell you something else. You will see things you have never seen. I don't care how long you own your land. That land is ever changing. You may have seen it last year, but it looked totally different this year. So everything you see when you walking through is like it's the first time. I went to my daughter's side of the land and I literally got lost because all of that stuff grew back up and I don't even recognize it anymore. If it wasn't for my orange paint on certain trees, you wouldn't even hardly recognize it anymore. Thank you for that, K.A. See, I really do love and appreciate all the time y'all give. Thank you so much. And listen, let me let y'all go. It's New Year's Day. Sherry said, would love to share unromantic and quirky homestead story with you someday. I need to start attempting a video to share. Well, I'm telling you, I'm not playing about that Laird Farmer Cribs Homestead Edition. I'm gonna start visiting homesteads and y'all can Show the people what you're working with. You know, open your refrigerator and see your fresh squeezed goat milk. You know, fresh pork chops right off the rib. So yeah. Okay, instead of popping bottles and stuff, that's what y'all gonna have in y'all refrigerators. You know, yeah, I made this cheese myself. But hey, listen, y'all. Do you have cameras set up? Um, if you have land, you should have cameras set up. You should have trail cams, Wi-Fi cams, and just regular picture trail cams if you can. I hope you have a great year too, Charles Moore, and I hope to see y'all more this year. I want to say thank you everybody. All right, Sun Energy. You always be watching. Everybody, listen. Thank you so much. Have a happy freaking New Year's and enjoy yourself and treat every day like it's your last. I'm not even playing because we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Stop being so. Thank you, Annette. Thank you so much. Thank you. Stop being so selfish with yourself. You know. Share yourself. Share some of your knowledge with people. Stop being so selfish. I know you like me. You scared of people because people will do you dirty. People will do you wrong. But you know what? You ain't gonna be here tomorrow. You don't know. Somebody need to know something you got in your head. You got something in your head that nobody else knows, but everybody needs. Remember that for the rest of your life because everybody has something up here that only they know. Nobody else knows, but everybody needs. Before you leave this earth, you need to share that with the rest of the people. Don't take that knowledge with you. All right? Lead Farmer 73, I love y'all. And you know what? I love this, man. Why wouldn't you want this? Why wouldn't you want this? I want to leave so bad. I want to close this video, but I can't. I got to say one more thing. Y'all know I can't stop talking. I got one more thing. One more thing. Please bear with me. Can we agree? Please don't leave. Let me finish this. Give me 3 minutes of your time. 5 minutes of your time. 5 minutes. Can we agree that we've been hoodwinked? Can we all agree that we've been tricked? Can we all agree that we've been lied to? Come on. Can we agree or yes or no? It's a yes or no question. Can we all agree that we've been tricked? We've been lied to. We've been hoodwinked. We've been bamboozled. Can we all agree on that? Can we all agree that we've all been lied to for hundreds of years? All of us. It don't matter even what color you are on this one. Can we agree? Okay. If we can all agree that we've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, lied to, and tricked, and schemed and scammed for hundreds of years, it don't matter what color or ethnicity you are in this one, because we've all been lied to. Can you, if you're agreeing that you've been lied to, tricked, scammed, bamboozled, hoodwinked for hundreds of years, so that means automatically, you know what else you have to agree with? You have to agree with this. Your lifestyle is a lie. You have, if you agree that we've been hoodwinked, lied to, bamboozled, scammed, and schemed on, if you agree with that, you automatically have to agree with your lifestyle is a freaking lie. Everything you do, from going to the grocery store, to driving your car endlessly because you're bored, to running in all of these department stores and buying a bunch of clothes that you don't need, and now you need to buy an extra closet because you don't have enough room because you already got enough clothes in your closet to fill up the closet, so you have to buy a little spare closet. Our lifestyles and the ways that we've been taught on how to run through this life that they've built for us, I'm telling you this right now, is a lie. My last question is, why the hell are we trying to hold on to it so bad if you know it's a lie? If you know you've been scammed, if you've been scammed in any other fashion, wouldn't you run to the cops? If somebody robbed you, lied to you, stole something from you, the first thing you would do is call 911. Wouldn't you run to the cops? Of course you would. So why, if you know you've been lied to, tricked, bamboozled, hoodwinked right now about everything that you think you know, and now that you know it, why in the hell do you support it still to this day so bad? This lifestyle of how we walk through society, what in God's green earth still make you think that this is the way we should still be moving? And I'm going to finish it like this. You can answer the question. Why do you think that we still should be listening to this is the way we should be living? The white little house on a hill, white picket fence, wife, 2 kids, and a dog. Why do we think that this is the way it's supposed to be when it's all been a lie? Now, I'm going to finish it with this. You can change that. You know, if you agree that it's all a lie, here's another one. You can also agree that nothing that we do, no way that we all live is natural. Nothing. From the chemicals we put on our skin, the chemicals we rub on our face, the chemicals that's in our clothing, nothing we do is natural. They have removed us from the natural way of existing, the natural way that we're supposed. You want to know why your body hurt? You want to know why your body don't function the way it's supposed to function? You want to know why you're overweight? You want to know why we keep coming down with diseases? Because everything we do is artificial. Our whole life, this whole, you can call it a life, but this whole lie that they got us living in is artificial. Everything around us, from the houses we live in, the things we purchase, the things we eat, the way that we're supposed to conduct ourselves just to make somebody else feel better about themselves, it's all a programmed lie. Nobody grows food anymore. Nobody want to be a farmer. Nobody want to be a homesteader because it's dirty. It's gross. That's them country boys. I ain't no country boy. I'm from the city. But when you start thinking like that and you start saying that shit out loud, you start to realize, wow, the lie is really deep with you because people ain't supposed to be living that way. That's why everybody is unhealthy and overweight and sick and believe in the most ridiculous stuff. That's why everybody is joining half of these cults that they call religions, is because they've been taught and they've been brainwashed to follow that. Why do you think right now it's so easy to just join one of these churches or cults or these political groups? Because everybody have been programmed for hundreds of years to follow the leader, no matter what. My question to you is, well, if you know it's a lie, why do you keep doing it? if you know it's a lie, then why do you keep doing it? You think you belong in the city next door to neighbors and everything else like that? That is not natural at all. That's all I got for y'all. It's something about living out here, man. When you get you a piece of land, you're going to instantly know that you belong here, or you're going to instantly know you made a big mistake. With that being said, everybody, Happy New Year. Lead Farmer 73, I love you, and I'm out. Peace. Happy New Year. You could have this too.